One take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lakers. This is NBA One Take for your head. NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from my home. This is NBA One Take, March 3rd, 2024. For me, it's 3 games in the docket as well as some NFL news. NFL, yes. The first game is, yes, my LA Lakers get another big win here. We beat the LA Clippers at the Intuit Dome Arena. But it was led by my man Luka Doncic, who had 29 and 9 assists. Luka looking like Luka, the one. Luka Doncic. LeBron James finished with 17 and 9. But we didn't need all that. And we was able to get the win. And Dalton connected. West Side connection, getting his legs back. 19 points for him. I love it. I love it. We get this win. This is a big win, especially with Kawhi Leonard. He had 33 and 10. And they was really feeding Kawhi down the stretch. So Kawhi was really operating. Doing this thing, though. Harder not too much. He had 13 points, 8 rebounds. Zubac, he had a double-double, 12 and 10. And Chris Dunn in the start had 15 for the injured Norman Powell. Clippers, we already, like I told you, they're around 400 and 500. They're in that space with like the Timberwolves and everything. So their season is not going according to where they feel that it should, due to injuries and things like that. But they also made trades and certain other things. So the Clippers is what the Clippers do. That's it, and it's been a tough year for them. They're gonna try to figure out. I feel that Tyronn Lue and these guys feel if they get into the playoffs healthy enough, they would be able to do damage. That's how they feel. That's what I'm hearing from the Clippers side. I didn't talk too much about them this year, but that's what I'm feeling. They're in that kind of trajectory. But my Lakers we're just scooting up in the Western at the number 2 spot. That's what we're trying to do. Stay there, get that home court, and work it from there, baby. And work it from there. All right, and the next game of the night is a good matchup between the Boston Celtics and the Denver Nuggets. And Boston was able to pull out the win at home to go 43 and 18, 110, 103. The Nuggets tried, but it wasn't. It was too much. Actually, well, Jamal Murray was cooking at one point, but then they put JB on him, and he was really a little quiet with Jaylen Brown on him, and that's the diversity of the Celtics. They could just put different people on them at different times. They had Tatum on Jokic, and Jokic had 20 points, 14 and 9. And at those times, I didn't see Jokic being aggressive. We see that, and I just don't know. And that was like always one of my criticisms of Jokic. If y'all go back, we talking about years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, in regards of his aggression at times. If he could just be really, really aggressive, but that's not his style. He picks and chooses. He wants to get guys involved. He's had breakout games. Don't get me wrong, but if you got Tatum on you, and you gotta exploit that. You gotta exploit that, and that's another thing. That's another thing. So, but. Christian Brown had a good game. He had 24. Russell Westbrook with 12, respectively. For the Celtics, not a very great game for Jason Tatum. Just, 16 and 11 rebounds. Didn't shoot it well. Jaylen Brown had 22 and 8. Had a lot of defensive responsibilities. But our old man Al Horford, 19 points, 8 rebounds. And Derek White was 17. The Nuggets take a tough loss here. They're sliding down in the Western Conference as we speak. Not too bad. Their record is good enough. They're just in a tough stretch of games right now where they're really playing contenders who's really poised to do damage in the playoffs. And these guys are all trying to get to certain spots. So, I think Mike Malone is probably a little upset about that, and He's always upset when his team wins quote unquote big games. All right, and the last game tonight is the New York Knicks beating the Miami Heat 116-112. The Knicks, led by my man Jalen Brunson, had 31. Cat had 19 points, 16 rebounds. And OG Anunoby had a great night with 23 points and 9 rebounds. This game was close, but it was just too much of the Knicks down the stretch, executing and do what they're supposed to do. For the Heat, Bam Adebayo had 30 and Tyler Hero with 22. The Heat, they're in that play-in, the bottom half of that play-in, trying to get to that play-in situation to possibly get into the playoffs. Even with all the new acquisitions, it's going to be a tough road for them. It's going to be a real tough road for them to get in. But I think talent-wise, if they was able to get into the playoffs, they'll make somewhat of a competitive series with the depth of talent that they have right now. All right, NFL news, breaking news. Deebo Samuel was traded from my 49ers to the Commanders for a 5th-round pick. I'm upset about how it couldn't been fixed, but I do understand on Deebo's side why, and it was just too much of a strained relationship between him and management, and it went sideways, and needing him as an all-purpose player, special teams. He could run in the backfield as a running back, also run slots as a receiver. He does a lot of things for us, and losing that help hurts. I mean, it does. It hurts. And going forward, it may be tough. And wow, it's certain things I'm just seeing that this is just reminding me of the Harbaugh era when things was just really peeling off on Harbaugh's last year, and then things just went off the rails after that for my 49ers. And I'm not saying this is the start, but it is concerning because Brandon Ayuk is possibly will be coming back, but he's open of being traded. So if we do trade him, we're getting other things back. Necessarily not pieces, we'll be getting other things as assets back for the future. So then that also hurts us as well, as though I do feel something about the whole Ayuk situation. We're in trouble. The 49ers is in trouble. And I'm going to tell you, 49ers Nation, you should be worried about what's going on. This is real concerning. Seriously. This is really concerning. But this is NBA One Takes Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.